So right now we're going to trim down the image. It's attached to the dry mount tissue, so we're going to trim the tissue with the image, and that allows us to have the perfect size tissue that matches the size of the image itself. For that we're going to use the Rotatrim. The thing about the Rotatrim is that it only cuts one direction, so it only cuts from right to left. So don't try coming back this way, you'll mess up your paper a lot. So make sure your blade is out. This guide is about 1/16 of an inch off, so I don't actually use it. I'll actually use the grid pattern on here, which is very accurate. But I don't really need to measure a whole lot, as I already have my image worked out. One little trick, whether you're doing this for mounting or whether you're just cutting images just because, one little trick that I like to teach people is to get right on the edge and match it up with this metal ledge. That's where the blade is cutting. It's cutting flush right up against this. So to help line it up, I'll actually trim off the corner until I get to the corner of my image, being careful not to trim off the corner of my image. And I'll do that on 2 of the corners, and that'll allow me to line up the edge. And I'll show you what I mean. I just bring it in here, and it may take a couple passes in order to get right up against that corner. I'll just come this way. Okay, go up a little bit more. Okay, so right now I have a corner of my image right up against the white. Okay, and I'm going to do that to the other corner so that I can then line it up. Make sure your blade is out. Just kind of work that under there. Slice off a chunk. Try to get a little bit closer. Okay, so now I have 2 corners right up against the edges. I'm now able to come in and line up those 2 corners right on that metal edge. And if I do that, that'll give me a nice clean cut along my image. Okay, and I'll do that on all 4 corners. Let me cut off my excess here. Save that for later. Oops. See what I mean? Left or right only. Okay. I'll just trim that off, save that for later. Okay, that's close enough. Corner, that's also close enough. So I'll come in, line these 2 corners up on the metal edge. It's good. It's a little higher. Okay, nice clean cut right there on the edge. And that allows me to go in this way as well. And line these 2 corners up. Cut there. And there. So now you have a nice clean cut image. On the other side, you have your dry mount tissue, still tacked at the corners because we came in quite a bit just to make sure that the tacking was still there. So now we're ready to place this on our mat board, and we're going to tack the other 2 corners to the mat board itself.